Have you ever noticed how heavy the mind feels the moment you wake up? Many people experience this, and I've gone through it too. The mind starts running before we even get out of bed, thinking about what we must do, remembering yesterday, worrying about problems, and judging ourselves. It feels like a storm of thoughts that never stops. It's draining, and it can shape our whole day before it even begins. But what if there was another way? What if we could step out of this cycle and create a calm space inside ourselves? I've seen many of you talk about this same struggle, and that's why today we're going to explore something powerful, the idea of becoming empty. This simple shift can change how you start your day and how you experience your life. So let's look at what becoming empty really means. Picture yourself letting go of every worry, every memory, every thought that pushes you around. In that moment, you're not running from life, you're simply giving your mind room to breathe. Emptiness isn't cold or scary. It's more like a quiet, peaceful space where everything inside you softens. When you reach this space, the noise fades and a new kind of stillness appears. In emptiness, you stop holding on to the roles you play or the pressure to be who others expect you to be. You get to be real. For me, everything changed when I stopped worrying about how people saw me. When I allowed myself to empty out all that noise, I finally met my true self underneath it. Emptiness isn't the lack of meaning. It's the place where new strength and clarity are born. It's the space where you can finally hear your own heart again. There was a moment during a deep meditation that I will never forget. Everything I usually worried about, yesterday, tomorrow, what might happen, what I should have done, simply stopped. My mind became quiet in a way I had never felt before. In that quiet space, I found a kind of clarity I could never reach when my mind was full. It felt like the silence itself opened a door to real understanding. The emotional and mental relief that comes with this practice is powerful. It feels like dropping a heavy load you didn't realize you were carrying. When we step into this emptiness, we let go of pressure, judgment, and the need to constantly perform. We stop fighting ourselves. And in that stillness, we discover a deeper presence, a way of living that doesn't depend on stress or struggle. This is also when we begin questioning old beliefs. Many of us were raised to think that everything meaningful must be earned through effort and constant work. This belief makes life feel like a battle, but the practice of becoming empty shows another path. It tells us that we don't always need to push. Instead, we can allow. We can soften. We can trust. Becoming empty isn't about doing anything special. It's about uncovering the truth that was always there beneath the noise. It's like peeling away layers that were never really us to begin with. Think of floating in a river. When you fight the current, you get tired. When you relax, the water carries you. Emptiness works the same way. When we stop forcing life to bend to our will, things begin to flow on their own. The more we release the need to always act or control, the more we experience a quiet kind of magic. Becoming empty isn't losing anything. It's giving life space to reveal what was already yours. So the real question becomes, how do we bring this feeling of emptiness into our everyday life? And does it actually change anything? The truth is, it can, if we learn to practice it gently and consistently. The first step is learning to let go. Think of yourself carrying a heavy bag filled with worries, stress, and expectations. You've been holding it for so long that you forget how heavy it is. Now imagine placing that bag on the ground and walking forward without it. That simple act of release can change everything. Letting go isn't about avoiding responsibility. It's about releasing pressure you placed on yourself. I once pushed myself with impossible expectations. The moment I allowed myself to set them down, something opened inside me. I didn't lose control. I simply stopped holding myself hostage. Life felt lighter. If you're holding on to something painful or stressful, picture it right now. Notice the weight of it. Then imagine yourself opening your hand and letting it drift away. Feel the space that appears when the weight is gone. Another helpful practice is observing your thoughts instead of getting tangled in them. Becoming empty doesn't mean shutting off your mind. It means stepping back and watching your thoughts come and go without chasing them. During meditation, I picture my thoughts like clouds moving across the sky. When I cling to a dark cloud, everything feels heavy. When I simply watch it pass, the sky clears on its own. Breathing is another simple and powerful tool. When you breathe in, imagine inviting calm and fresh energy. When you breathe out, picture releasing fear and tension. In stressful moments, a few deep breaths can bring you back into balance. Letting go, observing your thoughts, and conscious breathing. These practices open the door to inner peace. Try them, explore them, and allow them to guide you toward a softer, quieter way of living. If you feel open to it, I invite you to share your own experiences. What changed in you when you finally let go of something heavy? Did watching your thoughts help calm your mind? Has mindful breathing brought you peace? I always enjoy reading your stories and learning from them. Now that we've explored these practices, let's reflect on what this journey really means. Many spiritual paths teach that real wisdom doesn't come from adding more. It comes from releasing what blocks us. It's like emptying a cup so it can hold something pure and new. Picture your life as a wide, deep ocean. Stress and fear are like rough waves on the surface. The practice of becoming empty smooths those waves and reveals the still water beneath, the part of you that is steady, calm, and true. In that quiet space, we feel connected not only to ourselves but to something bigger than us. It's a sense of peace that no achievement or book can create. I say this because I've felt this connection myself, and it continues to guide me. So ask yourself, what are you willing to release so you can reach a deeper, more peaceful version of yourself? Becoming empty is letting old stories fade so something real can rise within you. So how do we bring this emptiness into daily life? It's not just something we touch during meditation. It can become a gentle thread woven through the entire day. One simple thing that helped me was using small breaks as moments to reset. A pause between tasks, a quiet minute before a meeting. These moments became small windows where I could breathe, soften, and let go of built-up tension. Mindfulness also makes a huge difference. Instead of rushing through chores or daily routines, try being present. When washing dishes, feel the water and notice the warmth. When walking, pay attention to each step. These tiny moments of awareness slowly shift the way you experience life. Every simple activity in our day can become a moment to pause, soften, and empty the mind. When we learn to bring emptiness into our routines, we see that it's not about avoiding life, it's about experiencing it more deeply. We begin to meet each moment without the usual noise, without the pressure to be someone else. Step by step, we move closer to our true nature, the quiet part of us that exists beneath all the thoughts and worries. Letting go of what we no longer need creates space inside us. In that space, something real and honest can appear. This is where the beauty of life reveals itself, when emptiness becomes a natural part of how we live and breathe. Every moment becomes a chance to be present, to be moved by the natural rhythm of life instead of fighting against it. As we come to the end of this message, I invite you to bring this gentle practice into your everyday world. Try the exercises we talked about. Notice how your mind softens when you observe your thoughts, how your heart feels lighter when you let go, and how your breath becomes a doorway to calm. This journey is not about stepping away from reality. It's about meeting it with clear eyes and an open heart. If you feel comfortable, share your experiences in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Together, we can create a space where people feel supported as they explore this path of stillness and presence. May your days be filled with peaceful emptiness and quiet magic. Thank you for being here and walking this journey with me. If this message speaks to you, feel free to like, share, or subscribe. Your presence and reflections mean so much. Take care, and I look forward to connecting with you again.